What's up, everybody? Hey, I want to talk to you guys today about software. Okay, I'm a software investor. I am the founder of Pibry, Pibry, and I know a thing or two about it, software investing. Let me hurry up. There's a bus coming at me. Anyway, everyone, so yeah, I want to talk to everyone about, okay, so software is around us. Software is everything. Like everything in the world runs on software, pretty much. Very few businesses, very few things in the world don't have some kind of software. Software is a part of our life. This is 2025, so that's what I'm talking about right now. And, you know, as a business-minded person, business owner, all of that, I've invested a good $100,000 in software, just to keep it blunt, over the years. So, okay, so founding Pibry, Pibry, I spell it because the caption, captions don't really pick up exactly how to spell it. So some things I spell. So I actually purchased my own UberEats type of software, GoJek, super app. So we're talking just like GoJek, a clone of it, but the best clone. I've actually purchased a couple of them. The first one, it really didn't work out great. It was okay. The second one, from the surface level, it was polished. It looks amazing. So the UI is great, but when it comes down to it, underneath the hood, it's spaghetti. It's a mess. So I'm not going to mention any names in this video, but I think I'm going to leave the links. I'll leave some information in the description. Actually, I could mention some names because I think it's fair, because I should warn people. And I did actually leave a review on one of them. So, but anyway, here's the point. There's a lot of software out there. Okay, so investing in software. I'm going to speak right now about the Indian clones. This is really the main point of this video. There's a lot of aspects to software investing, and things of that nature. Okay, so if you want a system, let's say a delivery system, taxi, you want food delivery, you want a handyman service, you want things like that. A lot of business owners might lean towards Indian clones. Now, I say Indian because they're in India, just about all of them. Everyone that I've seen was based in India. So I'm trying not to stereotype anything, but I'm just keeping it real, factual. If there is different, let me know. But just about all of them, or every single one, really, every one of them that I've come across is based in India. Okay, so I want to get that out of the way. So here's the thing. Okay, so the problem is this. Okay, some of them are put together terrible. They'll tell you you can do this, you can do that, and then it just doesn't work. So next thing you know, you're out like $20,000 or more. So the first clone software that I purchased, okay, I'm not going to name the names. I'm going to put them in the description. I think it's just better to do it that way, but I do want you guys to know the actual companies. So the first one, they were just starting out. I checked out a bunch of them, and they were like one of the best as far as the UI, how it looks on the surface. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna grab this one after I researched a bunch of them. And so anyway, I grabbed that one, and I grabbed 3 softwares from them. And one was a GoJek clone. GoJek is in Indonesia, and they have all kinds of different things put together. So you have like delivery software, handyman software, services. You have taxi. So, you know, I wanted to have my own super app. And there's a story behind that, but I'm not even going to get into that story. But super app is like kind of the future. It didn't really catch on in America yet. Even Elon Musk, Twitter, he bought it to be a super app, to bring it into super app, you know, super app kind of everything together. That's probably his goal with it. But anyway, he's a super app founder, a super app investor, like software investor. So, super app, it has its place in other countries. Like I'm in America. So if you go to China, WeChat is a super app. GoJek is a super app. So super app is something that is, if it pops in America, it's going to be huge. So you have everything under one umbrella. It's like a hub for all of your services, everything in one hub. So that was the original idea of Pibry, and it still is, but I took all the delivery software, taxi software, handyman service software down, because honestly, just imagine running your own Uber. It is a very heavy deal. It's a very heavy deal. You need a huge team. I have the software, but anyway, let me get back to the story here. So investing in software that is a clone, you have to be careful, because the number one pitfall is this. No matter how good it looks, and like I said, I invested in two of them. The first one was a good 18. The second one was 20. So right there, we're looking at 38 grand plus interest, credit cards, all kinds of other fees, things that you have to incur when it comes to owning that kind of business. I've invested well over 100 in software altogether, but I'm just speaking about these Indian clones, these clone softwares. Let's leave the premise of where the companies are. If there are in other countries, let me know. I am not trying to stereotype anything, but every single one of them I have seen, these clones, are from India. So anyway, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not trying to say they're all from there, but this is what I know. So anyway, the problem, here's the main issue that I've come across. Some of them don't work. The first one I bought, it was called GoJek. I'm just going to give you guys the names of the actual software, but it looked okay, but they didn't have it put together right. So I bought a few softwares from them, and none of them really worked that well. So whatever. Then I waited a year. I researched all of these companies, and I came to the conclusion to invest in another one, because I wanted to have the whole system put together. So I invested in another one. I dropped a good 20. I dropped 20 on it, 20K. Anyway, so there's some things I didn't know before I invested. One, they pushed me into their server environment. So the thing is, after I invested, they said, yeah, we recommend this server for you. So they said it's best for me to use this server that they recommend. They pushed it very hard. So I went to the server that they recommended. It was unmanaged, very expensive. But the thing is, they do that and they tell you can't touch your software for a year, or you're out of the support period, which they give you for a free year of support. So anyway, you're sitting on your software for a year, and I'm telling you, building infrastructure is massive. It took me years just to build infrastructure. As you see the logos on the channels and things like that, I mean, there's a lot that goes into a big company. So, day and night building infrastructure. So I build the infrastructure, and then, you know, I built a lot of stuff. I'm talking taxi types, because I have taxi services just like Uber, you know, all kinds of things. building and creating and building everything out. So can I go across? I don't know if I want to go across here, everyone. So I kind of just want to stay on this side for now. So we're in New Brunswick walking around, like I think I said. So anyway, so I do that. I'm doing that all day, all night. And then a little over a year goes by, and all of a sudden I get locked out of my server. And I was trying to leave this server company for a while, but it takes a little work to get from one server to another. Anyway, so I'm locked out. I had to fight with the server company, and they specifically told me I can't even have my own data. They locked me out. So I found a server company that was the best out there, and they got me out of it. They got me out of the server. So anyway, they, the server company put a firewall up, and we got around the firewall. My own data, my own stuff. But anyway, so the thing is, I get it over to my server, and nothing works. The whole thing stops working. So digging and everything, I got into coding. So I'm doing PHP coding, and I'm not a coder, but I had to be a coder. So I started coding, and then what happened was let me get across the street. Then it turns out the software's locked, jail locked. So they don't tell you that. They tell you you own it 100%. But then it's jail locked. You find out. You have to really dig through the weeds, and most business owners don't. But when you dig through the weeds and you find out it's jail locked, you can't do anything without their permission. So like picture this, if you buy a car and the dealer tells you, yeah, it's your car, but you have to ask us permission to drive it. Here's the key, but it won't work unless we say you can open the door. So basically, you're sold a car, picture being sold a car with no steering wheel. That's kind of what happens, because you can't drive the car without their permission. You can't operate your software without the permission of the developer, the team, whatever you call it. They honestly probably steal it from other companies and change it up and all that kind of stuff. I know they do. I know a lot of companies do that. Okay, so the thing is, the point here is, with these kind of softwares, I wouldn't even touch them now. I'm telling you, go, learn from my mistakes. We all make mistakes. They look good on the surface, and the whole thing's put together. Okay, so the only good reason for this type of software is you learn the back end. Like, I know what an Uber CEO knows, because I've dealt with all of it. DoorDash CEO, all of that. I know all this stuff. Geofencing and all kinds of stuff. So the thing is, you're better off, if you're going to get into that kind of business, a delivery app, a taxi app, a handyman service app, whatever it is, like a GoJek, DoorDash, UberEats kind of thing. Honestly, it is a good idea to learn it. So the cloning software does help you learn it. But at the end of the day, the cloning software, you're tied to their environment. So you got to realize that if you did invest in it, you don't own it 100%. If there is a company out there that doesn't tie it to their environment, awesome. But from what I'm seeing, they do. So you have to reverse engineer it, which is what I kind of did. I reverse engineered the software. But the thing is, it's so expensive. I kept it down for now, and it's just a lot of work. When you're on the server level, you can't do anything else. So I'm doing YouTube. YouTube is my sport. We still have the whole Pibry system in the background here. I pivoted to marketing. It's more clean. Later, delivery. I really want to get into laundry delivery. Taxi, I think I'm going to leave that one alone because there's so many laws. Taxi is serious business. Honestly, that's why DoorDash doesn't get into it, I think. And Uber just has so much money thrown at them that they can handle it. But if you're going to go big with taxi, wow, it's a lot. There's a lot to deal with. Anyway, but small taxi, no big deal. You could probably do that in a town, a city. Off subject, I'm not trying to get off subject here. So be careful if you invest in any clone softwares. This video is about software investing, but mostly about cloning the clone softwares out there. Now, I do have top-notch clone software. Let's put it that way. I do. But the issue is it's jail-locked. I reverse engineered it, and we will see. But it's still a lot of work behind the scenes. So at the moment, I'm trying to stay a little bit away from software at the moment because I'm trying to, honestly, here's the thing. Here's another tip for everyone. YouTube has everything put together. So take it from me, investing in all this software. I mean, I'm circling back to YouTube right now because honestly, I mean, I don't have to touch any software. Like I do, but not on the same level. Not as far as like the coding and all that stuff. I have software invested. I have so much software that I've invested in, of course, like video programs and things like that. Social media stuff and all kinds of things. But, you know, AI and this and that. But the cloning software, Indian cloning, I'm saying India, but if it's somewhere else too, let me know, everyone. Because I really do not want to stereotype, but that's where all the softwares that I know of come from. And I invested in the one that says they are the best. So 2 softwares. The first one I mentioned, the second one was completely jail-locked. And I told them, and I figured it all out, and they told me, I quote, they told me in an email, we would not give you an unlocked version of our software, even if you gave us $50,000. So right there, I'm telling them I invested in a software that you said was 100%, that you own it 100%. And it's even on their website. But they, after I figured it out, they said, nope, we won't even sell you that for $50,000. So it's a trap. It's a trap. Cloning software is a trap. To recap, the only good thing about cloning software is you will learn about the business. You might be able to run it, but if you do, you can run it if it is good. If the company is good, they put together good software, you can run it, but just know, more likely it's attached to their IP. So they will know everything about your customers, they will know everything about you, everything about everybody. So picture this, you're a tenant in their whole operation. So picture if you had a subscription to Canva. This is very similar. Instead of them just giving you a monthly fee like Canva would, they charge you, let's say, $20,000, and then instead of just giving you like a Canva type of subscription, you're on your own. And here's another thing, when you upgrade, you have to rebuild everything. So they gave 2 free upgrades, this company, the second one I'm talking about, which has an amazing UI. So the software looks amazing. This is an amazing looking software. They put together an incredibly looking software, but under the hood it's spaghetti and it's jail locked. But here's the thing. You're allowed 2 free upgrades, okay? So PHP, right now is PHP 8. It was PHP 7. So when I invested in the software, it's PHP 7, now it's PHP 8. So I needed to upgrade the software. So I asked for the PHP 8 code. So I got the PHP 8 code. But guess what? There were files missing. It was not a full code. They do not give you a full code. So I got a code that does not work. It was missing initiate bridge PHP, which was their callback to their own server. They do not tell you that. They tell you you have a full code, but no, you do not have a full code. So anyway, I figured out all this stuff. I had to get on the server level for a couple months. And I'm not a developer, but I turned into a developer because you kind of have to. So I got on the server level and I figured out all this stuff. And anyway, I reverse engineered a lot of it. I just don't have it up live right now. But honestly, I did. I reverse engineered the whole thing, really. But it's still tough. It's still tough. You honestly could maybe reverse engineer some of these things, but you're going to go through a lot. And it's possible. It's possible. But you really got to go through a lot. You got to dig through a lot to get there. So, is it worth it? Hey, if you can reverse engineer it. But here's the thing. It's very risky. You're going to be owned by them. So anyway, here's back to the story. So the upgrade. Once I got the upgrade, they told me I had to put it on the server, and they had to go into the server and put their license on it that they say you own, but it's completely false. You don't own it. They own you. They put the license on it, and I said, look, this is our staged server. I'm not letting anybody into my server. And they did not understand that. If you're a big company, are you going to let somebody into your server with all your data, all your customers' data? No. So anyway, I said, no, this is our staged server. And they said, no, you have to have it on this server. No, it's our staged server. They said, okay, it won't work on your own server. So I bought software that's supposed to be independently mine, and it won't work on my own software, my own server? No, you need the server here because we have to inject the license, so you don't own it. It's jail locked. So, got through all that. Basically, the software is not working, so I took it down. Well, it works, but I took it down because you have to build from scratch. This company is the best one out there of these clone softwares, the best one. So if you have to build from scratch there, I mean, honestly. So take it from me. Investing in software, hey, you need software now. I know a mechanic who told me, hey, his oil change software ran him over $75,000, but now he can do oil changes 7 times faster, he said. So software is a great thing to invest in, but just do your research. Whenever you invest in software, just know it could become a problem. And here's the thing, these companies give you a whole year free support, and then you're not allowed to touch anything for a year. So a year goes by, and then you're stuck, because by then you try to move it, and boom. So a lot of people don't even move it. They don't even know their software is jail locked. They don't even upgrade. They're just sitting there paying monthly for a server that they're not even using. So anyway, everyone, just wanted to give you guys a little insight on that. I could revisit this another time, but yeah, everyone, so hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.